But let's go now to the fifth member of our team, Rick Pizzo, with more. Rick?
Thank you, Dave. We go to Columbus now for some on-site reaction from Dionne Miller. Dionne, as a co-host of the Coaches Show as recently as last year, you know Jim Tressel and this program very well. Can you describe to me how the mood has changed, whether you've seen any reaction from players, from administrators, since the announcement of Tressel's resignation became public on Monday morning?
I think at first, Rick, it was very much a shock to a lot of people. And today they're just adjusting to this new reality that their beloved head football coach, beloved everywhere in the state of Ohio, has resigned and left behind many, many questions about NCAA violations that could stem back to his early days as head coach here in Columbus. I think that reading the damaging reports that have continued to come out about Jim Tressel have felt a little bit like fans have looked at him and thought, that's not the Jim Tressel that we know. It's not the side of him that they thought that they knew. And I think there are a lot of people looking to point blame at someone other than him. They're wondering if they should blame the players or looking somewhere to blame someone that isn't Jim Tressel, because he is so beloved in this state. And so many things that have continued to come out. I think there's a little bit of apprehension as well as to what the NCAA will now do in light of these new reports and what is ahead for this program. I mean, this city lives and dies for those 12 weeks in the fall, and they wait for that. And so now, with all of these questions and being in the spotlight in a negative way, I think a lot of fans are a little apprehensive as to what's ahead for the Scarlet and Gray.
And certainly one of the big questions, what's ahead for Luke Fickell, the interim coach? We know he'll be in charge of this team throughout the entire 2011 season. We're not sure exactly what the roster will look like. What about the support system that Fickell has behind him? Is he receiving support from both the administration, from the players that you've heard from since Jim Tressel's resignation?
Well, I know he has the support from the players. I mean, back to the spring game, they were saying how much they supported Luke Fickell and how he's so similar to the way that Jim Tressel runs the team. He's very passionate, very energetic, and very excited to be in the role that he's in. I think he's in the position that the players respect him. He's so young, close to their age. I think that helps. He's been in their position before. As for administration, John Cooper said yesterday that he hopes Fickell is the coach for 10 years from now. He hopes that he gets a lot of support, not just from the community, but from the administration at Ohio State. And that John Cooper also said he hopes that Jim Tressel makes his home in Columbus. You know, John Cooper and Earl Bruce, the only two living former Buckeye head coaches, still live in this city. And he's hoping that Jim Tressel makes that same decision and that fans would support and welcome him in that role. But we'll see what happens down the road.
It is a wait-and-see game at this point. Dionne Miller from Columbus, thanks so much.